When you picture a dolphin, what comes to mind? Probably that classic image, right? A playful, smiling creature leaping out of the water. But what if I told you that familiar smile hides a mind that's way more complex and, frankly, more alien than you could ever guess? And it all starts with something really simple.
Yeah, that's right. Now, recognizing yourself in a mirror might not sound like a huge deal, but trust me, it is massive. It's a sign of self-awareness, and it puts dolphins in a really exclusive club with great apes, elephants, and us. This isn't just an animal seeing another dolphin in the glass. It's a being looking at its reflection and understanding, hey, that's me.
So that one fact just blows the door wide open, doesn't it? It leads us right into our first big topic, the truly strange and wonderful nature of the dolphin mind. We're going to explore how they think, how they perceive the world, and even how they sleep. And it's going to challenge what you thought you knew about consciousness itself. Think of that self-awareness as just the tip of the iceberg. It's not some cute party trick. It's the key that unlocks the door to higher order thinking, to an internal sense of self. It makes you wonder, right? What is it actually like to be a dolphin? And that question leads us to some seriously mind-blowing biology.
I mean, really think about it. Put yourself in their fins for a second. You're out there in the big, open ocean. There are no doors to lock, no caves to hide in. Danger can literally come from any direction 24/7. So, how on earth do you ever get any sleep without becoming someone's dinner? Well, their solution is something straight out of science fiction. It's called unihemispheric sleep. They literally put one half of their brain to bed, closing the opposite eye, while the other half stays completely awake, on guard, and making sure they remember to breathe. They are never, ever fully asleep. Okay, so sleeping with half a brain is pretty amazing. But what about when they're fully on? Well, their most powerful mental tool is something else entirely. It's a sense so advanced that it allows them to perceive their world in a way we can barely even wrap our heads around. Echolocation. You've heard the word, but what it does is just incredible. It's nature's most advanced sonar. They send out these clicks, and from the echoes that bounce back, their brain builds a perfect, detailed 3D picture of everything around them. They can tell you an object's size, its shape, how fast it's moving, even what it's made of, all in total darkness. It is absolutely a superpower. All right, so we've established they have this supercomputer for a brain. But a brain like that needs a high-performance machine to go with it, right? And oh boy, do they have one. Now we're going to talk about the raw athleticism of these animals. We're shifting from brain to pure brawn.
Check out this number, a top speed of 25 miles per hour. That's 40 kilometers per hour. Now, that might not sound like a race car, but in the water, which is hundreds of times denser than air, that is ridiculously fast. It's pure explosive power that lets them outrun almost anything. And that power isn't just for moving forward. They can launch their entire bodies 20 feet, a good 6 meters, straight up into the air. That iconic dolphin leap we all love, it's not just for looks. It's a massive flex of power, a breathtaking display of their complete mastery over their environment. But here's the thing about these brilliant, powerful athletes. They almost never go it alone. All of that intelligence, all of that physical power, it's all channeled through one of the most complex social structures out there, the pod. And this is where things get really interesting.
For a dolphin, the pod is everything. It's their family, their neighborhood, their team, all rolled into one. And don't picture a random group of animals swimming together. No, no. These are intricate societies. They have best friends, rivals, they form alliances, they live these rich, complicated social lives together. So how do you hold a society like that together? You talk, constantly. They've got their clicks for that sonar vision, a whole language of body movements, and get this, a huge vocabulary of whistles. In fact, each dolphin has a unique signature whistle. It's basically their name. They call out to each other individually. They're always talking. So what are they talking about all the time? Is it just, hey, there's some fish over here? Well, the evidence suggests it's way more than that. This isn't just about survival. All this chatter seems to be about connection, about emotions. And if you need proof, just think about this observed fact. This is huge. We see them pushing sick or injured members of their pod to the surface so they can breathe. That's not just cooperation, that's empathy. But then, to extend that help to other species, even to us, well, that changes the game completely. That's not just instinct, that's altruism.
Okay, let's bring it all back. We started this whole thing with that simple, friendly dolphin smile. But now, after everything we've talked about, When you look at a dolphin, what are you really seeing? You're seeing a creature that knows it exists. You're seeing a powerhouse athlete perfectly designed for its world. And maybe most importantly, you're seeing a deeply social being that can form real bonds and show it looks an awful lot like genuine empathy. It's funny, for thousands of years, across so many cultures, we've had this feeling about dolphins. We've seen them as these symbols of intelligence, friendship, and freedom. And it turns out our ancient intuition was right all along. The science is just now confirming what we always kind of knew.
And that leaves us with a really big question to think about. Once you know that an intelligence like this exists beneath the waves, a being that is self-aware, that feels empathy, doesn't that change things? What does that mean for our role and our responsibility to the vast ocean they call home?